Happy birthday.
What a shame. What a shame. What a shame for Judy Austin. She struggled. She tried to be invited into Edochie's birthday party. As you all know, she has been banned from ever presenting herself as wife to your Edochie. It is so sad. It is so sad. I mean, how comfortable. Or is it that she never thought about this before she brought herself into this so-called marriage? It's quite unfortunate. It is so sad, so bad. Well, she was chased out. She was told you cannot sit where human beings are sitting down. Not on the watch. Not on the watch. Not at it at all. Not on the watch of Rita Edochie. You know, she is the only one that has been licensed to terrorize Judy Austin. She said, no, not on my watch. Not on my watch. You cannot sit where human beings are sitting. There is a difference, she went on saying, between a woman that has been openly, like open-handedly embraced and welcomed into the family, and one that is trying to force herself in like a demon, that she cannot and she will not dare come around her. And Judy Austin, being someone who is stubborn, being someone who lacks, she's shameless, you know. She thought that Edochie will accept and allow her in because she wrote on his timeline, "Happy birthday, daddy." Come on. What nonsense is this? She thought that Edochie will shield her and help her get in. Imagine forcing herself in. She wants to be part of the party. She wants to enjoy. She wants to groove. She wants to eat. She wants to chop. She wants to drink. She wants to do all of that. And they said, no, you cannot be part of this. This is where human beings are. Now, apart from the classy birthday wish that Judy sent to Edochie, apart from that, there was no time ever last year, this year, that Judy ever can measure to the way May presented herself. There is no time that May ever forced herself or tried to present herself like she needs to be part. You know, Judy Austin came into Edochie's life hoping that Edochie was going to open doors into this life of enjoyment, life of, you know, where she's going to attend different parties and drink wine, drink spirit, drink alcohol, drink whatever it is that she has never tasted before. You know, those type of exotic drinks that you only see on TV. She thought that Edochie would break all of this. Obviously, back in those days, Edochie had rich friends. He had those that took him around. He had those that invited him to sit with them. Things look good. Things look fresh. And the worst of this, you know, the worst that can ever happen to you is for you to have tasted before and now you cannot taste anymore. You know how bad it is. You know how tough it could become. Well, so sad. So sad. So sad that she had to be kicked out. She had to be chased out. So sad that she had to be kicked out, like unceremoniously kicked out, like, look, don't come here. And I wonder why this lady is hell-bent on pressing and pushing and trying to be part of a family that has not embraced her. Edochie said, look, I don't want trouble and I don't want the family of May to see this. I don't want them to think that, of course, obviously, if May wants to be around, no one is going to stop her from coming over. In fact, Edochie will be so happy. In fact, the Edochies will be so happy. To them, they will believe that this is like a positive sign from May. But look at Judy, forcing herself, pressing, pushing, trying, doing all sorts doing everything possible to make sure that she is accepted. You have not been invited in. So what is this thing? Why don't you just stay put? Why don't you just sit back? And why don't you just position yourself? Don't you have shame? Why don't you just sit back? Okay, you've not drank wine before. You've not eaten food before. What is this thing? What are you running helter-skelter for? You want to just be part of the family. You want them to accept you. After all, what is the thing? Is it not polygamy? Why? Why wouldn't they? This and that. But you know what is on the head of you, Edochie? You know what he's battling? He's battling a lot. And in fact, ever since you came into his life, things have not remained the same for him. He's struggling. He's struggling. Pushing this and that. Nothing is making sense. Nothing is making sense. And Pet Edochie will not accept it, will not allow on his, day of celebration. He's not going to allow Judy coming over there, trying to do videos in a corner, trying to prove and show that, yes, I am here. I'm not like some people who claim that they are the number one, but they are not the number two. They are not this and that. That kind of thing. Well, how I wish that Judy Austin will just, kind of turn back the hands of time. Retrace her steps back. I am sure if it is possible for her to do this, maybe, I use the word carefully, maybe she might not want to go in this direction of you, Edochie. Maybe she would have stayed back, chill with Mr. Obasi or with someone else and not your Edochie. But now look at it. Look at it. It is clear, publicly clear, that Pet Edochie is just sort of like, okay, anyhow. The man is so confused. He wasn't expecting that the end of his life is like Edochie was sent to his life. Like someone's, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying. It's like something to whip Pet Edochie before his final demise. He's 77 now. We pray for long life. But at that last end, you expect accolades. You expect people to, applause. And all of a sudden, you have this child who has decided to ridicule the family, who has made it impossible for you to dole out those wise sayings. Imagine one of those actors told Pet Edochie to his face, look, man, don't waste your energy trying to reprimand this person, that person in the industry. Focus on your own child. It's more or less like what many of these clerics experience too. How can you stand on your pulpit to speak when your own children are wayward, when your kids are terrible? But then, you just have to say what you have to say. Regardless, if your children decide on being upright or not, keep saying what you have to say. So, Pet Edochie somehow swallowed his tongue. He can't say many, in fact, he can't even say few of those things that he often will put out there, wise sayings and this and that, ever since Edochie embarked on this journey. Well, this is what it is. This is what it is.